Hello and welcome to day 110 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. Okay, let's begin here. As we wait for an opponent, let's see if we will have the white or the black pieces. Looks like black. We're playing a 1597. Okay, they play e4. We have c6, the Caro-Kann. So they take control of the center and we strike back in the center. Okay, so now the advanced variation. So I'll play this. All right, and now should we check with the queen and then go after this pawn? Check, take the pawn. That's a possibility. Do we develop our knight? Normally you can develop this bishop out here at some point. But, we don't want to block our bishop in. So, if we go there, check. He could block with his knight. If he blocks with the knight, then he has two pieces piling up here. So, let's see. How do we want to play this? Queen, check. He blocks with the knight. I saw some interesting move where they actually put their bishop here and covered this. All right, well, I guess I will have to research this and figure out what the best move is. So in the meantime, we'll do that. Then of course he goes there. So what should we do? Do we protect here? Do we protect? Or do we just push this pawn forward? Maybe we go here to protect. All right, well, we'll just play it safe until I learn this better. We'll just do that. All right, now, do we pick this off? That is the question. Do we pick this off? Do we pick that off? Do we bring our knight up to here? No. We'll just go after it. And we're threatening to capture and bust his pawns up, so. All right, now do we block here? I think we have to block. Man, this got a little bit tricky here. We block that way. At least then we're threatening. Threatening to take. So here, if they capture, we capture. All right. So they go ahead and capture with check. We capture with the knight. All right, so now what would be best here? Capture with the queen. Because then we're kind of aimed over here. We're more centralized. And we could maybe attack, push forward here. All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Well, now we can just go here, get ready to drop here or here, and go after this pawn. So maybe that would be a good move. We'll just go here, kind of go after the pawn. We probably should castle first. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and castle first. And then now we have this knight piled up on that. We can move this knight to here or here. Maybe here is better. We could also swing our rook over to this half-open file. Okay, so he's trying to line up here. What would be best? Well, thinking we go there. Now we're piling up on this pawn. We can add more pressure with our queen. If we go here, but then he can just protect with his queen. All right. What would be best here? Do we need to bring a rook in to the open file? We need to keep his knights out as well, so Well, we'll go ahead and play that. Keep his knight out. Then we could swing back, add more pressure here. Oh, his knight could move here because this knight is unprotected. So I probably need to drop back here. We'll drop back, protect our knight, and we could maybe move forward here and attack the queen. We probably need to get this rook over here, line up on this pawn, that way we could pick that off. All right. Well, let's go here. Grab the half open file, that way if this knight moves we could pick this off. All right, so he's got 3 defenders. What should we do here with his 3 defenders? If we swing back to here. All right, well, first we'll just keep his knight out. All right. Is this gonna, do I waste time if I push this pawn up here? If I go there, let's say he jumps in here and I capture, he captures, then he could have this open file and his queen could jump in there. Let's see. And if I retreat back, where am I going then? Here, then here, or here. All right, we'll just do that. We're burning up too much time like usual. Okay. Well, guess we're forced to go there. Now what? Now what? Okay, so he protects that. Maybe we jump up here, attacking his queen. All right. All right, kind of running out of time. We'll attack his queen. Maybe that'll slow down any attacks of him pushing forward here. All right, if he doesn't, he should just take my queen, but if he doesn't take the queen, all right, so he took. So now what? If he attacks me, well, he can't, or we pick off his knight. So we can double our rooks up here, so that's good for us. Double our rooks. We have to watch out if his knight tries to jump into here, and then we're kind of covering. All right. Now, should we push forward here, threaten to attack his knight? I don't know. I think we need to improve the position of our knights. All right, we might as well double up our rooks on the half open file. What now, though? We still have this possibility of him moving here. Does that do anything? And then we can't take, or he'll come down here. Okay. So we have that. Okay, what now? We just go after. Just go after the knight, perhaps. All right, we're just going to go after the knight there. Okay. Now what? Rook move. Up. Yeah, we might as well move up. Then we could maybe swing over and attack here. Okay. Well, now, where do we want to move this knight? And do we push forward here? All right, well, first of all, we'll go there. Then we can move our knight up in here behind. We need to move this knight here to b6. And then we can push the pawn. And he could just move here and slow that down. All right. All right, where's the best spot for our knight? We'll go there. Now what? Probably should move our rook back to give us more room, in case the other one has to retreat. But where might be the best spot to do that? That's what we have to figure out. Man, if I could jump my knight up here and attack this pawn, he would have to try and protect. Oh, then I could pick his knight off, but I don't know, his knight will probably try and move or do something here at some point. And all right, so what is he going to do? Try and double up, and he's protecting this so he can move his knight. Okay. Do we drop back? And then, I don't know, that might take a while. We could go here. Forcing his knight away. The knight would probably go here, then try and jump here. So, things could get dangerous because, if I push this forward and his knight maneuvers here and then down to this outpost, I don't know if I like that, but then my knight could jump here and block. All right. Do I want to let that knight in there so he gets counterplay? If he jumps into here and then here, my knight could jump up to here and block. All right. Okay. All right, we're running out of time, so let's do it. Let's do it here. All right. Go there, block him out. So that's good. All right, now, do we pull his, do we trade off the rooks? That's going to be the question here. Okay, if we trade off the rooks, the knight ends up here. Then where's that knight going, and what can my knight do? Probably should just go there. That didn't really do much, though. Didn't really do much. Okay, now we could check. You know, what is he planning on doing? All right. What can we do? What can we do? We'll go there. Attack is king. Then maybe we can get our king into the center. All right. Where do we need to send our king? That is the question. If he starts pushing here, we have to ignore that. He could go here. We capture. All right, we're heading to the center. And as usual, we are hurting on time here. All right, what can he do? You know, if we go there, if he moves here and checks us, now we have to be careful. Oh, wait. Do we have a check? Does that do anything, though, this check? Man, we really have to watch out here, though. Really have to watch out. We could just push forward here. If he captures, we capture. If he captures here, we capture here. If he goes, oh, he can't go there. All right, so we're going there. All right. Now what? Now what? Problem is now he can go here. But, I mean, I guess our rook can drop back and defend. And we'll be all right. If he goes there. All right, well, that's interesting. Now, do we take his knight? Okay, I better think about this, and I'm running out of time. I could take the knight, but then this pawn goes here. If I take the knight, Then what? My rook. Well, his king will come over. I could check him. Or does he just go here immediately? All right, we're doing it. Okay, now I have to go there. I can check him away. Go there. And now what? Okay, now he's going to try and come down there. Have to go there. Well, I have to do that. Come on. Did I lose? Did I just lose this game? All right. All right. I've got to go there. I think I just lost this game. Come on. Oh my gosh. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves till he promotes. Pretty bad. Yeah, okay, that's just lost. Oh my gosh, come on. Horrible ending, horrible ending. I tried to go for the win, but it didn't work out. Just awful. Okay, well, better luck next time. They played at 87.7 versus my 79.8. So the turning point was, let's see here. This was the turning point. So we played the best move. They captured, which was not best. And then I blundered right here. I should not have taken that knight. What should I have done? taken with my knight. Oh man, come on. I could have just captured there. Kept the game even. Black would have a slight edge. All right, well, I misplayed that. Let's do the quick game review here. Come on, review. What is this thing doing? Review, review. Review the game. Why is it not blasting through the review part? Game review. Okay, there we go. Game review. All right. They played at a 1950 level. I played at a 1750 level. So another awful loss. Okay. I don't know. It looks like that. Okay, this is something to look at in the beginning. So what should I have done here? That was not a good move. So it looks like immediately I should have just pushed my pawn, blocked my bishop in, I guess. All right, so they should not have done that. They should have gone after this. All right, so here, a big mistake. Should not have done that. Looks like, they wanted me to go over here and attack this pawn. All right, well, so that would have been best. You go after the pawn, which is protecting the knight here, and then they would probably have to go here to protect this. All right, well, let's see. So that was best. Well, what did it say about that pawn push? Let's look at that. Okay, so that is a bad move. What should they have done? They should have retreated their knight back. And let me take the pawn. So then I could just take the pawn here. Now, why would I not do that? Why would I not want to take the pawn? All right, that's something to look at in the analysis. So what did we do here? Did we have a mistake? I should not have done that. I should have pushed the other pawn. So if we push this pawn, oh, come on, what is this thing doing? Go here. Okay, instead, it'd be better to push this pawn. Now we're threatening to capture and then take their knight. So what could they do? They would probably have to capture, then we capture, then I don't know, we have this isolated pawn here. Okay, let's see what happened here. We trade off, the knight block was best, and then this awful blunder, man, that was just terrible. And man. Yep, I'm just, pretty much lost here. All right, well, that's the end of it. So let's go back to this analysis. There's a couple things I want to look at. All right, I guess I ought to try and be more upbeat, because every time you have a loss, there are things that you can learn from that loss. So let's see what we can learn to improve for the next time. So e4, c6, the Caro-Kann, which I'm still trying to learn all the variations and iron the wrinkles out. So we play this, so far so good, and they play the advanced variation. So it looks like bishop to f5 is the best move according to the computer and the most common, but c5 is second best. So what is this? The advanced variation, the Botvinnik-Karls defense, it looks like. So we push forward here. They capture. And now it looks like e6 is best, or knight to c6. So it looks like we should have just played knight up to c6. But I don't know. This is one I'll have to research and see what I want to do. But what did we play? Queen to a5 was a mistake, and now it's +1 in white's favor. So better would have been, they're saying e6 is best. So e6, then we have an attack on the pawn. If they try to defend that pawn, I mean, I guess we could jump up here and attack again. All right, so anyway, this is how it should have been played, I guess. But queen to a5 check. They block with the knight and attack here. So now we're forced to play e6 anyway to protect this pawn. And now we have bishop to e3 protecting. Looks like knight to d7 is better to add the pressure to this pawn. But I don't know. This is kind of tricky here. It says knight to d7 is best. What did we play? We captured here, but now bishop to b5, bishop to d7 is best. Now here, they should have captured with their other bishop. So what did they play? They captured, that was a mistake. So better it would have been to capture this way. Then we capture, and now what? b4. b4, attacking. Our queen is under attack. We have to protect our bishop, so best to go there. And now queen to g4. So queen to g4. And g6 is probably what I would play. But now, oh man, now they have this move. Knight takes d5. If we capture, the queen can come in here with a check. Oh, and then is that a mate? Yeah, if we capture, I think it's a mate here because of this other bishop. Oh man. So the best thing here is queen to c6. Like that. Then they just develop. Anyway, it doesn't look good. So to avoid all that, we needed to definitely play that differently. So let me go back here. We should have just played e6 earlier in the game. And not even brought this queen out like that. So it looks like we needed to just block our bishop in with e6 there. All right, so moving on. We capture, they check, we block, we exchange off. Of course, they should have captured the other bishop. So capture with the queen is best. They just develop, although it looks like it would have been better to play f4, but then it would have been harder for the king to castle. Maybe he was afraid of the possible check, but then it looks like they could block with the queen. All right, so we develop, but it looks like it would have been better to immediately bring this rook over. So they try to centralize their queen. Maybe they have a threat of trying to checkmate down here, drop this knight in. So they put the rook on the half open file, and now this appears to just be a wasted move here. But I thought it kept the knight out, maybe keep the queen from going here. All right, anyway. I drop back. Once again, I should have brought that rook over, so maybe I'm just wasting too much time here. So they gain space over here. We attack, trade queens. And, oh, that was an inaccuracy here. So what would have been better? Rook to d2 would have been a better move. So here we don't take advantage of the inaccuracy. What should I have done? Rook to b4. So this move, threatening to capture and then pick off the knight. So, at this point they could just block. They could block, and now, they want rook to g4 over here. Rook to g4. I have to watch out I don't get my rook trapped in if I play that. I don't know if I like rook to g4 because the king could move forward. So yeah, king to g2, and then you get ready to kick this rook out of here. So then what? Oh, we can swing down and fork both of these pawns. Okay, so that's a kind of a Magnus Carlsen type move, bringing his rooks up from the side and then shifting over to the other side of the board and then back down, attacking both of these pawns. That's, some good rook maneuvering. But you may have to watch out because f4, this still looks kind of dangerous. We capture there, and then what if they just keep attacking like that? Well, now they have this move, and then king up to g3, but then we can play g5. So captures, and then the knight can move, remaneuver. But yeah, then our king can come forward and our rooks can try and take this open file. All right, anyway, in the game we had knight to d4, so we exchange off some knights. The rooks are putting pressure up the half open file, which I didn't really capitalize on, I guess. So f4 was played, an inaccuracy. They prefer rook to d2, and then instead of that mistake, I should have brought my rook over to here. They would have to guard, and then the king starts moving. Then what? a4 they recommend. a4. Okay. a5. a5. Now rook to f1, lining up on the king. King up to e7. Rook to f3, protecting the knight. Then what? Rook to c5. Why would you play rook to c5? Let's see. If we go there, rook to d3, our knight is kind of not really doing much there. So they recommend f6 to try and activate this knight. You know, capture, knight captures, so we activate our knight. Then the king starts coming forward. We're able to pick this off. All right, well, this would have been better, you know, than what I played in the game. So I still have to work on these openings and, you know, how best to go into the middle game and then, you know, transition to the end game. So still learning these openings and what plans to use in them. Okay, hold on. Let's look at that. So here they wanted us to go b4. Let's see, b4. So they recommend capture or knight to e2, but capture, then attack, rook to b1. Now what? Oh, d4. d4. Knight to a2, attacking the rook. Huh. Says that's the best move. You know, but then you can go here, putting pressure on the knight. Then what? Knight to c1. Man, yeah, white is in a little bit of trouble here. You know, then we capture this. Knight up to d3 to block the pawn. You know, you have to, whenever there's a passed pawn, the knight is a good blockader to prevent that pawn from moving forward. We saw what happened in this game when I let a pawn get through, and, you know, I had to sacrifice a piece to stop it because I wasn't able to blockade it. All right, rook at a to c4. Rook at a to c4. So we should just double our rooks, it looks like, and prevent, well, this knight is not doing much, but we go there, then rook at b to c1. You know, I guess looking to trade rooks off, which is what we should do. Trade rooks off, then we end up, you know, with their knight back on the back rank. And then our knight can jump forward, you know, and help maybe push this pawn. All right. Well, a3 was played. You know, we start maneuvering around. Capture was best. Capture, capture, capture. And it was best to block with the knight to keep this rook out of our position. And we have the knight on an outpost, which is good as well. So here, what is best? Rook to c4, which is what we played. So they jump down here. That's also best, taking the outpost as well. And now, let's see. Rook to c1 check. So that's best. We found that. King up to g2. Now they're saying f2 is best. And then we should have started marching our king, which we did. So we're finding a lot of the best moves here. All right, so this is an inaccuracy. Rook to d3 would have been better, it looks like. Rook to d3. All right, that was not best. It would have been better to check. Hold on. Instead of that, it would have been better to check. See, in the game, I thought about this maneuver and didn't do it because I didn't want him grabbing this open file, but he's in check. So What should we do next? So it's saying rook to f2 to block is the best move by white here. Block. Then we could take and pull his king back. And then, well, I don't know. Here it's saying rook to e1 is a little bit better. Oh, there's a possibility. The only thing, so let's see what happens if we go there. It's probably going to say this is not best because they could capture here. And if we capture and the king moves, there's a threat. And there's a threat of an attack here. So now it's saying this is best. Now what if they just take? Oh, our king can take. Okay. All right, so that works. We don't have to take with the pawn. We can do that. And then, if their king moves, we could always just push this forward, I guess. Push the pawn up. Okay, back to the game. We had f5, f6. Capture, king captures was best, they capture, and then here we made a mistake, the blunder. So instead we should have just played that, going after this pawn. And now what? Knight to b7 is best. Knight to b7. Okay. Oh, whoa. Now what if they just... Oh, the rook can't move or we pick off the knight. So the knight goes to b7. We should play, what? Rook to f1, check. King over to e2. Attacking. Rook to c1. All right, which keeps the knight from checking us, although the knight could check us back here, but it'd be on the back rank, and that's not too great. All right, let's finish this up. We blunder, and the game is pretty much over after that. So before that, black, let's see. So let me go back. At this point, the game is even. After that move, looks like black has a slight edge if the knight just takes there. All right, well, we can look at the end, the gruesome ending here. We try to stop. The king comes forward. It looks like we probably needed to go rook to g8. Or king to e7 to keep the king out. So, or sorry, king to e6, keeping the king out of the position over here. So king to e6, it says that is best. The rook would capture. And now, what? Rook to c4 check, pushing the king back further. Huh. So that would have been good. Driving back further. Oh, no, it doesn't like that now. Now it's saying we should immediately go here after that pawn. If you have rook to d7, well, now what? King to g8. It's not looking good, though. Yeah, look at this. It's almost winning for white now. Yeah, just not looking good at all. Okay, well, what can we do? Just keep working at it, try and improve. All right, well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. For those that haven't already, feel free to leave comments. And once again, thanks for watching and have a super chess day.